Want to play? And stick? You stick? Ready? Get here. Good boy. Where is it? Where's it gone? Where did Stick going? Arr. What a puppy. He's having a bit of a lazy morning, I think. Normally be jumping about, but it's a little bit of a, no, not a, well, for me it's a bit of a nip in the air. It's 20 something degrees, but Celsius, but yeah, he'd normally be out down here jumping in the water, wouldn't you? Hey? So, yeah, cleared those logs out. Got all this cleared up. Yeah, generally jumps in there, has a drink, and has a bit of a play. You can see the water. I don't know whether you can see it here, but it's much the same colour as the soil at the moment. Very clayey soil, silty soil. So, but it's all starting to clear up. I've got to get out there at some point. There's bottles and stuff in here that I don't know where they've come from, but I'm going to get the kayak out the next couple of days as it starts to dry out a bit, and I'll get out there and clean that up. And I was going to talk about the wildlife here, but there's nothing I can actually show you at the moment. We get there's a black cormorant and a little cormorant. They come in at separate times through the day and have a bit of a look around, a bit of a swim and a bit of a feed. I know there's 2 turtles at least that swim around together in here. Been told there's quite a few eels in here, which doesn't surprise me. Then we got the kingfishers. There's 2 little kingfishers that spin around and grab the dragonflies and whatever else out of the air, and they'll dive in the water and find themselves a little fish or something. Some point I'm going to try and get some Pacific blue eyes and throw some in here, or find some other native fish, locally native fish that I can chuck in here. Surprisingly, they're bugger all mozzies, so there must be something in the water keeping them down, otherwise I'd be getting eaten alive down here. There's a few midges, of course, but no, there's nothing you can do about that. That's pretty standard for this sort of ground. Geez, I don't know what else to tell you. I'm just I've cleared all the weeds and everything out of here. Like it was kind of like here when I first started cleaning it out. There's a power box over the other side of the creek that runs the old water pump for when this used to be a big farming concern up on the hill. There is power, well, there's no power there because the ants got into the single phase 240 volt. So I might at some stage look at getting some power in, but I can't see the point. It's I'd much prefer to just see how my solar goes. I did have to run the generator a few times the past few days because of that cloudy weather. But yeah, it's always not too foul. It's I ran it for a few hours, got it charged back up, got the batteries both charged back up to 13.6 volts. They're sitting at 13.3. I had enough sun this morning. Like with the solar, I've got 410 watts of solar. I've got 2 120 amp hour lithium phosphate batteries, and at the moment all they're doing is running the fridge. I've got a 75 litre dual zone fridge, so that's all I really need it for at the moment. I can charge my phone in the car if I go for a drive, or oh yeah, I've got the car out. Yeah, it's out now and still good. Nothing happened to it. no undercarriage damage, nothing like that. She's running like a train, or running like a Subaru Outback does. I'll get the kayak in soon, and when me hammocks dry out, I'll hang them up somewhere. Yeah, all the logs are out. I've got a whole bunch of them up there that I can knock down if I want to. Landlord said that's fine, I can use as many saplings as I want, so that's all good. There's the car up there. I got the ute out of where it was. Took hours and hours to get it out. When I was trying to get the Subaru out, I thought I'd use the ute, but it's useless. As they say in the old days, it couldn't pull a root out of a brothel. So, yeah. But there's a bit of blue sky about. Things will come good soon. I'll be able to tidy up everything inside, and I'll actually start building something more permanent rather than that. So, but hey, it's dry at least. That's inside, so that's a bonus. Hang on, I'll just show you my power box and that. I don't know whether you would have seen it if you've seen any of my earlier videos, but hang on. Now this is my non-mobile power supply. I've taken the panels off the roof. I've got those two panels there. That's a 160 on the left. That's a 250 foldable on the right. I'll show you my broken one. About 18 months ago, this one got hit by a Widowmaker branch and shattered it. It still generates power, but it's no point hooking it back up to in parallel with the other one, because it doesn't draw as much power as a proper healthy one does. So it'll just draw down the power on the other one. I'll buy another one at some point when I can afford it. We'll see how we go. So this is what I've got in here. I've got the King's big controller that's only running the fridge at the moment. I can plug, I've got a extension power box that I made myself. If I want to charge the phone or whatever, I can do that. Just plug into one of these cigarette lighter holes, and away I go. This is a Thunder 20 amp solar controller and DC charger. Then I've got the King's Plus MPPT solar charge controller as well. So one panel goes into this one, other panel goes into this one, then that comes out, and I've got the two batteries here in parallel, the two 120 amp hours. I've got my I'll show you that too. The reason why I've got these extension leads, they run out to the generator, but I'll show you what me 3000 watt inverter looks like at the moment. Hang on. So that's it at the moment, all pulled apart. I've got crap in the front seat of this ute of mine. I think I'm going to part this out because it's got so many new parts on it. New heavy duty shocks, new rotors and brakes on the front, 300 kilo constant load springs on the back. Like, I set this thing up to travel in. Stupidest thing I ever did, because it's only a rear wheel drive. This alternator here is the new more powerful alternator. Got that. It's got an aluminium thermostat housing, all new seals and everything on this. So I've got electric fans on it. It's got a new radiator. It's got new hoses. It's got all new stuff on it. I'm really annoyed. New upper control arms, new tie rod ends. Basically the whole front end's been replaced. Yeah, they're Dobinson's heavy duty shocks. Yeah, but it's been sitting doing nothing for so long. It's just, yeah, yuck. Got some old school spotties on the front. The old school spotties and a little light bar. Can you see them? Yeah, there they are. If I need power, base load power or anything, I've got that 6.6 kVA generator. It's pretty good on fuel actually. It's a petrol genset, but it's pretty good on fuel. So ran it. It had about, I don't know, I think it had about a quarter of a tank. It's a 25 litre tank. I think it had about 5 or 6 litres left in it. Ran it for a good, what, yesterday? Was it yesterday? Yesterday, I think. Yeah, ran it from about 8 o'clock in the morning until I think it was 2 o'clock in the afternoon before it went boop, 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 boop. Might have been so many, I don't know. I think it's about that. So probably, yeah, she's about a litre an hour, I guess, which is not too bad. Nothing much else I can tell you. I'm just going to bore you stupid at the moment if I keep talking. So, yeah, so here we are. Back to what you were doing, I guess. Yeah, I'll give you an update on when I start putting posts in the ground, eh? Bye now.